Is a presentation of TFNN. Now, your money masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses out there. We appreciate you out there growling and prowling with us. Right now, we get the Dow down 8. NASDAQ is off 3. S&Ps are off a couple bucks. We get gold down 450. Silver's off 30. We get bonds up 2 ticks. King Dollar's down 52 ticks, now 42 ticks. That was quick. Boing! At 79.42, you get the euro up 13 at 132. And we do want to thank all the tigers and tigresses in the whole New England area. We had a blast up there on Saturday morning. Growling and prowling with everyone out there. And, of course, if you happen to be in the Tampa area, folks, we're going to be at the Hyatt Regency in Tampa
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
6:30.
Times are flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying thank you. You know, it was such a great time to go to your hometown.
Oh, we got to Regina's, folks.
We got to Regina's.
We got off the plane, and that's the first place we went to. We got to Regina's. Steve had the ultimate pizza, had the goop, had the whole ball of wax.
The goop is great.
Yeah,
I got to get that goop. I know you said you make some.
Yeah.
But what was interesting was that during the when I kicked off the session.
Yes.
Obviously I let people know that I Bostonized it just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
My presentation and. Part of it was a picture of Regina's.
Did you park your car? Did you?
Yeah, of course.
You hot ticket.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But the question I asked is, I said, asked how many people, have tried the goop.
Right.
And there weren't that many hands that went up, which was so
if you go to Regina's, folks, and they only have it actually in the North End, you're going to ask for the goop. The reason I said to Steve, what it was a mind blower that you could take that restaurant and double the revenue in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
They don't promote. That goop goes back like 40 years.
Yeah.
In fact, they never used to put it on the table. And what they do is they put this other bottle on the table. It's just not the same thing.
Yeah.
I know. And I don't know why. I mean, it makes no sense.
What is so cool is that you put that mixture, if you will, on your pizza.
Yeah.
And it totally changed the flavor.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it was so good.
Yeah,
and what was great about it was, woke up the next morning feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And we were eating pizza at 10 o'clock at night or whatever time it was.
Oh yeah, totally. And of course, what ended up happening, since we weren't on Friday, folks, now, this is really divergence in a big way. And what it was is that, basically the small caps fell apart. The small caps...
With some conviction.
Oh, it had the
conviction coming into February 2nd, I mean, the whole bit.
It had it all. So out here today, it's going to be interesting to see, Europe is flat, basically. They kind of rejected those lows out there.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the Russell ends up doing. Because... it's very unusual that the small caps lead down or up. It's the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
With Apple being at 546 until Apple goes somewhere, the NASDAQ and the S&Ps basically are tied to it right now in a big way.
Yeah, yeah. So you had a big weekend because, we came back late Saturday.
Yeah.
We're changing temperature. We're running all over the place doing our stuff. And then you had to MC an event last
Yesterday,
night, right?
And that was good.
Was it during the afternoon? Or
it started at 4. Went from 4 to 8.
Okay.
So that was
outdoors?
Outdoors, yeah.
Yeah, so you had that cool breeze that kind of came in.
In the morning, it was wailing.
Yeah.
By the afternoon, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was 2 blues bands, folks. Roy Powers and the Exit Street Blues Band, which is amazing.
Yes.
And then you had Downchild. And for all you folks up in Canada, I'm sure you know Downchild. You should have seen, Downchild, folks, Donnie Walsh, Blues Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They've won a Juno. The Juno is like our Grammy.
Yeah.
26 different awards. Really just a great night.
How was the turnout?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge turnout. Good dancing music.
Yeah.
Good. It was interesting. Downchild also got Entertainer of the Year in 2007. And you can see why.
Yeah.
It was just a happy music, down blues though, big time.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
And and this Downchild, folks, which is really cool, that band, they've been together 42 years. That was the inspiration for the Blues Brothers.
That's great.
So, because Dan Aykroyd, right? So check this out. He's played with them. Dan Aykroyd is also from Toronto.
Okay.
And that used to be, he started at Second City up in Toronto.
Okay.
And he was always watching these guys, and that's how that's where the script comes from.
Oh, how about it?
Isn't that
that's
crazy?
really great. Yeah. Did you have your Blues Brothers stuff on?
I did.
I had white shirt and the black jacket?
No, I was all in black.
You were all in black.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave out hats, which is so everyone,
they did.
Everyone had hats.
Oh, that's really great.
It was good. It was good.
Oh, I love it.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
And today, folks, I'm telling you, come on down to Florida. I mean, this is a day like today. You're not going to believe what it's out. Because we had this wind come in yesterday. And so, of course, we really don't have pollution, anyway. But when a wind comes in that heavy, whatever was there is cleaned out. I mean, you walked outside today and it was like, oh, my God. Come on, let's go outside.
I love it. I'm on board with that. Totally.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at that gold contract. So gold, folks, for all you gold bulls out here, okay, I get some really good news. The divergence is the type of divergence that you want to see, and this is what it is. The metal, okay, wants to go lower. I suspect, it's going to build some cars, go lower. The equities, though, they're contracting dramatically, coming down to the lows, which is really neat. And that's what you want to see, because what I've seen is that the best buys and the hardest buys in the marketplace, in the metals in particular, go like this. You'll have the divergence between the metal, right? And then you're going to get fast price destruction in the metal. There'll be another 100 leg down. And it won't be another week, 2.5 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
The equities themselves will get smoked, but contraction in volume, just like that.
Yeah.
And they kind of gave the first clue. If you look at the XAU, the HUI, they came down, and they're coming down this morning. Like I just put up the XAU there, but when you see this contraction of volume, it's going to take quite a bit. Okay, so when we did last week, first day you came down with 20 million. That was Wednesday.
Right.
And then on Friday, you only had 10 million. Well, you're going into 23 million, you're going into 33 million, you're going into 32 million.
Yeah.
So I like to see that. And do not bite yet.
Because you're taking a look at gold getting into the 16.
Yeah, 1550.
Yeah,
and the XAU wants to get into $1.70, and you're at $1.90. So it's a long way down. But what I love seeing is that I love seeing that contraction taking place.
Yes.
Versus the metal, because the contraction is not happening in the metal, meaning that there is volume in the metal.
Right. And
that divergence normally works out in favor that the metal has so much further to go down. You get two accelerations down. We'll bottom line, wait till it goes down there, but you can see. Like you have that's gold up there now.
That's gold.
That very well could be just a large ABC down.
Right.
You get the first leg going.
Right.
Hasn't attacked the second leg yet. So.
Yeah, and you're thinking that it should come back and test the swing points from December 29th?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. And we know that. Look at the last.
That sets up. And if it does that on light volume, you got just a huge trading range.
Huge.
Right.
Huge.
Because folks, you're talking the 1500s up to 1800s.
That's
basically.
right. And in the equities, that trading range equals about a 30 to 35% acceleration up.
Yeah. Right. Which
is a monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's so. We'll see where the whole thing shakes out.
Yeah. And so at that stage, if you had something like that, would you be looking more to? Would you think the better buy, just kind of from would the better buy be an equity that tests a swing point on lighter volume, just like the gold contract is?
That's right.
Or would you say the better buy would be something that pulled back, still couldn't get down to the swing point, had the contraction, and was a stronger?
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah.
And the reason
exactly.
Now,
that's what folks to kind of understand that, because we spend so much time really just talking about the swing point test.
That's right.
But when you start correlating, the equities versus the trigger, because the trigger mechanism is really what's going on in the gold contract.
That's right.
That you're looking
at. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, what's cool, what we're talking about here, folks, is that, see, you get a couple of different swings, and I suspect what's going to happen is that if we take a look at, let's see, I'll just put up the XAU just for a second so you can see.
Yeah.
The stronger equities would, the bottom of the XAU is 171, right?
Yeah.
Well, but see, what happens is that we get a nice swing point at the January 3rd level and at the 25th. So what would probably happen is that level up there, that second higher level, is probably where the stronger gold equities will go.
Okay. Okay. So that's a really nice way to really correlate.
Exactly.
So while the metal is pulling all the way down into the lows, you'd still want to be able to take a look at the stronger equities, just holding that swing point in essence in the
higher one,
January 25th.
The higher one. See, let's say we look at Gold Corp,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
We look at Gold Corp. You see what's happening. The bottom of Gold Corp is out there at 41.91.
Yeah.
Where it probably will only come down to 43.63, 44. That's it should,
Yeah, no, I think that's got to be your next book.
Yeah.
No, because
the subtlety,
being able that subtlety to take a look at the correlation to where you've got, an underlining instrument, the gold actually pulling back, and what that was testing, but then on a chart where you'd be looking for the stronger.
That's right. Well, and what happens, see, with Gold Corp, folks, what you have is that when that went up on the 29th, that had volume.
Yeah.
And I love those.
Right.
Okay. So,
yes, exactly.
So what we had is we got a swing high with volume.
Yeah.
It's coming back in, contracting. It has the makings that Gold Corp very well may end up being one of the stronger ones out of the gate. What I expect you're going to see here too, Rheingold's still strong. You very well may have a change in leadership, and if that change in leadership comes in, what we're going to see there, it's going to be about the currencies again.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the currencies. It's going to be about, okay, how much can they actually bring to their bottom line?
Right. So when we take a look at high volume lows, we talk about that to our listeners, to our subscribers, during webcast, you were talking about, I'm sure, on Saturday morning.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
High volume lows, and the need for those areas to be tested because you had a bunch of sellers down there.
Right.
And the idea is to find out, do you still have more sellers? Right.
That's
are those funds, or what are there new funds?
Right.
It doesn't have to be the same seller. It could be a new seller that says, okay, I'm going to market all the way down or what have you.
That's right.
Now, so when you take a look at the chart, that other nuance where you take a look at the highs, why does the market go up to those highs?
I don't know.
What?
I don't.
Yeah, really.
It does, though.
Oh,
I know.
Man.
I know. It's a consistency.
Cool.
I know.
I know.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We have the Dow down 30, Nasdaq down 9, S&P's down 5.5. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get some action out here, folks. You get the Dow down 55, Nasdaq's off 15, S&Ps are off 8, and gold is down 780, and King Dollar is once again the culprit.
Interesting, the diamonds. Just on the 10-minute chart, diamonds have busted through, through any kind of support that they had here, and heading down to the 128 area.
Oh, small.
Low 120. Yeah. 128.72. It's not that far away from right now.
No, but this is it really. What happens, folks, is this. Is that when these things come out, which is happening today, they come out of nowhere. They always look like they come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yet, the fact is, when we were just talking about, folks, if you saw, our take is that we are on distribution. Well, if you take a look at the factual deal in the journal today, I believe that the number is 15 or 20 to 1 that the folks that are running companies have been pushing paper out on the public in a huge way. Huge.
Well, like you and I were talking Saturday morning, before we went on to do the workshop.
Right.
Just sometimes, like in English language, certainly in other languages, one word can mean the same thing. It can mean different things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what happens if you read IBD or you follow that system and they talk about distribution days?
Okay.
That's different than the distribution that you talk about, that you teach in the art of timing the trade.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
and really, what's so cool about I remember it being the first lesson. When I attended the Master Traders course first.
Right.
One of the things that really stuck in my mind was just simply the 4 seasons, if you will,
right,
that go on inside the stock market. Because
right.
I think everybody can relate to 4 seasons.
Totally.
Okay.
And nothing can go up forever, nothing can down forever. I mean, that's just how it works.
Yes. And, because what I've always learned is that the fastest way to learn anything is always correlate the known to the unknown. Well, I understand 4 seasons. People understand winter, spring, summer, fall.
Right.
Because they go through it. Even if you're in Florida. Sure. Right, you realize that. And in the stock market, you're dealing with accumulation,
yes.
Right? You're dealing with markup, distribution, and markdown.
That's it.
Which goes on a continuous basis.
Right.
And so distribution days are different than distribution at the tops.
That's right.
Where you've got, and so the sideways move, where we've gone on as a longer period of time with light volume
is the most dangerous.
Yeah, and that's what Tom is referring to as distribution. Totally different than a distribution day that IBD would be taking.
That's right. An IBD distribution day is just an
almost a version of a markdown.
It's a markdown to me. Right? It's an acceleration of volume.
Yeah,
that is already hey, the game is on. Now we're going to mark them down.
Yeah.
Distribution, they try to hold it up there as long as they can, just that's factual. I mean, so that the insiders are selling out to the public. Give them the trash. Give them the trash. They'll buy the paperback later. Now, there's a number that's inside there that actually clarifies that too, folks, and this is what it is. So the insiders are selling.
Yes.
The second part of that, and this is how deviant and basically corrupt some of these folks are, period, that are running these companies.
Yes.
The companies themselves are buying back so much stock.
Right.
Now, you know why they're buying it back? They're buying it back to keep up their options. So they could care less about how much is lost for the shareholders.
Right.
They're buying it back using company money to buy it back so their options stay higher so they can push out more.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And, folks, okay, so if you want to know what the differences are, well, our man Steve Rhodes is going to be doing 3 Master Trader Series. First one, Denver, Colorado, March 23rd and 24th, Friday and Saturday. Second one, Tampa, Florida, April 13th and 14th. And the third one in Boston, April 27th and 28th. Now, we have the Tiger Dollar promotion going.
Exactly, through Sunday.
Through Sunday. So, and the way Tiger Dollars work, you make 20 to 30% of your money, bottom line. They're good for all subscriptions at TFNN. No expiration date. They're transferable. But if you buy the Tiger Dollars, folks, I'm doing another Master Trader online, March 29th. You get that free. You can get Steve's discounted dramatically. You get 3 months of his newsletter. The real bottom line is this. You want to see him in person. You want to get understanding how these markets move. Come on over there.
Absolutely.
Because what happens, folks, is this. Even if you're in long-term IRAs, I don't care what it is, if we can just get your head wrapped around what distribution is and what markdown and what markup and what accumulation is, let me tell you something. You don't have to be in the market all the time.
Right.
And you won't be crying when the markdown happens. What you will be doing is scratching your head for 2 or 3 months at a time saying, nothing's happening in the marketplace. Well, you know what? You'll basically be jumping up and down when the downdraft comes in because you won't be in them. So...
Well, there is always something happening in the marketplace. In this case here, it's gone, at least for 3 weeks, you've seen distribution going on.
Big time.
You've seen that,
that's right.
at highs.
And the small caps verified, quantified on Friday, markdown starting. Now, we'll see whether we get the follow-through here.
Yes.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Go to the front page of TFNN, folks. You get your Tiger Dollars now. You can sign up for Denver, Tampa, Boston. We're going to be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in the complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report, with over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar. The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It doesn't matter. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here. But we appreciate you being with us, folks. The Dow down at 78, Nasdaq off 17, S&P's off 7.5, gold down 12.80, and
These Apple's actually down 60 cents.
60 cents.
You know.
No, I know.
I had to throw it out there.
It is. Listen, it is absolutely amazing when you think about it. The thing that's, let me tell you, is over the top, folks. If Apple just goes down $4, you watch the NDX go down some real bread, you know. So it's, let's see. So right now inside the NDX, you got Garmin bringing it up, Oracle. I'm not sure what the other
Dollar Tree.
Oh, there's that Dollar Tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at FSLR. FSLR. Oh boy. I always bringing that stock up, showing them. You talk about markdown. That's going out of business, by the way, folks. First Solar. You're in First Solar.
Isn't that amazing?
Get out of it quick.
Now, you've got oil trading at the let's say $110 level. Okay, just to round it up, if you will.
Right.
And First Solar, can't get out of its way.
Can't get out of its way. Just look at this mess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the leg down. And what you had, folks, is that last month, okay, it started barreling down on 110 million shares going into 99. That's saying it's not done.
And when this thing came out, where was this, if you go all the way back, what was this thing priced at?
At the beginning, it was $27.
$27.
Went up to $317. And you can see it. No volume at the highs.
Yeah.
Flat, straight down from 317, folks. First leg down 85. Where most folks, I suspect, are taken to the cleaners, though, is this bigger consolidation here. So you had a counter trend bounce up to 200. It messed around for year and a half at 200 to 100. Now you got $28.
So what kind of cash do they have?
Let's see.
Inside their inside their firm.
Let's see if we're doing this. Okay, good. See, I got all new charts when that guy came in. I know. I got to get used to these. Oh, there we go. Okay, so no, it's not the cash thing yet.
balance sheet.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go through this.
Yeah. No
what happened, folks, is that you get a picture. I've had this thing 14 years, and they come in. And I like the upgrade. I absolutely like the upgrade. It's quicker, because I actually, when we just went through that, I saw one of them that I could have clicked. So what happens now, it's more intuitive. Instead of having to go through pages, one page brings it up. There was a cash analyst analysis over there. It's
yeah. That's cool.
So
around the world, though, let's see. So if we just see, because we've had our markets obviously pull back a bit here. So you got the DAX is off 71 points now. Okay. And the DAX actually gapped down this morning. Let me see if it actually closed that gap. Let's see. Low on the DAX on Friday, 69.04. And it didn't get up to 69.04. So there's a little gap in there.
Well, they get plenty of money in Europe. I mean, Europe should be going to the moon.
They absolutely do.
I mean, hey, listen, go to Europe, buy some stocks, put some more cash in the bank. You know what they're doing? What's going to get intriguing here is this, folks. Intriguing is the wrong word. What is corrupt is this, is that the money that the large banks are getting off the European central bank.
Yes.
What they're doing is that they're sending it to the subsidiaries in all these different countries.
Really?
Yeah, and bulking up the subsidiaries. And the reason they're doing that, right, is that if the country goes south, they can cut them.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
But you talk about deviance inside a balance sheet. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Push them out there. Take.
So that's what the MF Global situation taught them. Get it off your shore as quickly as you can.
Let me tell you something. The folks that absolutely are pulling their hair out continually, right, are the guys from Enron in jail. They got to be, think about this, folks, what those guys did is nothing different than all these banks are doing right now. Yeah. I mean, it's scary, man. I mean, they got to be...
You mean have an off-balance sheet, entities, if you will?
Totally, and that was that was their defense saying, hey, hold it, everyone has these things, man.
No,
I'm not agreeing with it. Yeah. I'm just saying that is everywhere.
No, I've never understood it.
Yeah.
I mean...
how they can get away with it.
Yeah, I come from an accounting background.
No,
so
I know.
I'm just like, what do you mean you're keeping something off your books?
Right, I know, and they can keep it off. So that was their argument. Even in court, their argument was that hold it, this is how the business works.
Right.
And bottom line is that they were the first ones that took too many people to the cleaners. And when you think about how many people they took to the cleaners versus how many people the banks took to the cleaners, it's not even close.
Right.
It's really amazing.
Now, in China, yesterday we were talking about they're not going to be growing their GDP in essence at 8% or something like that. Is that what
China.
What were they coming
and I believe what they were saying they were going to try to pull back.
Or they're tightening up on their bank side.
Yeah. China's going to, China's got, my take has got a long way to go. I mean, it's going to go through cycles like anything else. And they build it.
Yeah.
You get a couple crashes in the middle of it, and then it goes again. So it's not the end of the world. But what it is, and listen, I do want to thank, this, you got to love, folks, all the Tigers and Tigers out here. I got an email from Uzi. In Israel.
Okay.
He
cool.
listens every day. Been listening for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And he sent me, there was an article in their newspaper, and what it was about is that he sent me a chart, actually. In fact, I can bring this chart. I'll get this chart at the next break. He sent me a chart of low volume across the world.
Yes.
And all these big exchanges, except Russia. Russia was up 15%.
Okay.
That's Putin buying everything. No.
Okay.
But
the election.
Yeah.
You bought the election.
Totally. But the point is, that is happening. Now, what you're going to see as we start heading down, you will see expansions of volume.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's amazing. But what is really wild is that the money is so fast now, and the funds are so big, that they're crossing borders, and that's it. People either buying or people are selling.
I love it.
Yeah. No, big time. Big time.
Do we have any volume today?
Let's take a look. We got 163 million. It's not, it's going to be more than Friday. NASDAQ does. Okay, so now, if NASDAQ basically, an hour and 10 minutes, NASDAQ has volume.
Okay.
NASDAQ has volume. So if this volume kicks in the NASDAQ, folks, get out of the way. The Qs have 11 million right now, and 11 million is really not enough. But oh yes, it is.
Yeah, we just need lower price.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Okay, so picture this: you hit a high, folks, on Friday with 33 million. We've done 11 million in 70 minutes.
So
no, it's not even 70 minutes, is it? It's 70 minutes.
Yeah,
70 minutes.
72 minutes in trading.
Yeah, and the actual the composite has done 446 million versus the 1.7. So yeah, the Nasdaq has it. The Nasdaq continues. The choo-choo train is on its way. You know, so the Dow still doesn't. NYSE still doesn't have the juice behind it. Small caps do though. Small caps, they get to follow through. Today, we'll see where that shakes out. You get 14 million already. You're coming into.
Well, really, the Qs, the small caps, their next real target's going to be October 27th.
That's right.
Or 28.
That's right.
And that's going to be as it's leading the course on the way down. That'll give us some information.
It is, and that's 76.97.
Yeah,
and we're at 79.71 right now.
Yeah. But you'd sure like some participation. Look, if you're bull, you don't want to see participation. Let the small caps do its thing. But and here this is just simply the NQ, if you will. I just from a downside, because I think a retracement would be
right at that.
Yeah, the retracement would be so healthy.
Yes.
But it's got to break through this trend. This little trend line.
Right. Amazing.
And then we'll see. I know. I love it.
The Freeport McMoran, FCX, these are equities, folks. Freeport McMoran loves large expansions and huge contractions, and it's happening. You're down $1.84 right now. You get 11 million shares. You're coming in to 18 million. This thing's got a long way down, folks. It looks like it's going to break the B point with volume today. So your A point is ballpark in 49. Your B's 42. You get $7. Gives you 38. 37. Yeah, 38, 37. You're at 40.21 right now.
And so if I look on one of my lists, I take a look at dollar movers on the way up and dollar movers on the way down.
Okay.
Yes. It's got to be. So, and you've got larger dollar movements. That's all these are,
Right.
Like CF Industries, they're off $9 right now.
Wow.
I got Allegheny, whichever the ticker symbol Y is, that's off $4. Walter Energy off $3. Pioneer. So I got a bunch of that are down, plus $4, if you will. And on the way up, things are just up $1.
Oh, that's cool. I see how you do that. I mean? Yeah.
Just a little gauge.
No, that's cool, man. Right.
And there, so I've got the top 15 or what have you. And the same thing on both sides. So Dollar Tree, which was one of the leading stocks inside the Qs, if you will, right? That's up $1. And if I take a look at even on my top 15, the smallest down amount is going to be down $250. So just as a
look at that,
a little bit of a little bit of a gauge, just to see what's going on out there. But we need Apple. We need Apple. I was telling folks, about your phone. I had a caller. We were taking a look at RIM. Tom from Pittsburgh.
Right.
And we were taking a look at RIM. Boy, I hadn't looked at that stock chart in a while, but there's nobody at a party on that one.
No.
I mean, that thing is below. It's like its all-time lows almost.
Yeah.
Except for the one day. That one candle there. Other than that, everybody's
you're at 1333, and it's going after this 1245. It breaks it. If it has volume, forget it. It's
yeah. But one of the things I was saying was so cool this weekend was, and I actually did it while we were in San Francisco too. You talk into your phone.
Yep.
And you didn't say what city or anything. You just you just said this is where you wanted to go.
Right.
And boom, in about 15 seconds. Yeah.
Right. Eileen.
Which was cool.
Because we lean on her. Yeah. So what happens with an Android device, folks, is that all you do, like when we were in Boston, I said, okay, Marriott. Yeah. And then all the Marriotts come up, and you just say which one you want. Hit it, the directions, right off your phone, 2 seconds.
Yeah. It was way better than it was so cool.
Yeah.
Way better than the navigation system.
It was crazy when you think about it.
Just wanted to rip that thing up.
I know, man. Just absolutely crazy.
And what was interesting, I thought, now I don't have the newest iPhone, but I don't even know if on the newest iPhone you have that application.
I think they should, because that's.
I mean, it gives you directions, but I don't know that it speaks. I don't know if it.
I think the Siri's supposed to speak to you.
Yeah,
I think it does.
But yours is good.
Yeah, and it's fast. It's amazing, actually.
Yeah. So I see that, and I'm like, RIM doesn't have a chance.
I know.
I mean.
No.
You just got so far behind.
Right.
How it's not a chance.
And why would you change back?
Yeah.
I mean, I had rims forever. I mean, we had 6 of them. We had 6 Androids.
Right.
I mean, so it's like that's not huge money, but that's big money.
Yeah.
Small businesses like that. And those are what happened. If you look at the history of RIM anyway, folks, what ended up happening is that years ago, what would end up happening, like, when I'm dealing with these CEOs of these gold companies, right, I had their pins. So in a RIM deal, that was always a cool deal. Okay. Because no matter where they were, no matter where I was, right, we could get hold of each other pretty quickly.
Okay.
And it was to the pin, though.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, that's how it was set up. Then, as email kept getting bigger, you still did the email, but the pin was the big deal. Because if I was dealing with, I remember the takeover fight between Glamis and Goldcorp.
Yeah.
And I was talking to McEwen quite a bit. And that pin is important because it blew through everything. Do you know what I mean? It didn't matter if it was 2 or 3 months. If I heard that pin, man, I knew it was someone versus.
I see.
Yeah, different. Yeah, and that's how they got their power. And of course, that changed over the course of years. That changed going back almost. I'd say the pin got less. Traction going back even 8 years, and then because everyone was just doing the email. You know what I mean? So
now, is it when is Apple supposed to have their big announcement? Do you recall?
They say March 7th, I think.
March 7th, so it'll be this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think that the big deal out here is going to line up again this March 20th deal.
Okay.
The March 20th deal is that when everything's supposed to be paid for. Now they put it out and they're claiming yes, everything's going to be fine, but one of your dates line up on March 20th too.
Yeah, I don't have that in there.
Yeah,
I think.
So.
Yeah.
I think I think what's we're heading. Listen, folks, don't forget. If you get any subscriptions at TFNN, we get the Tiger Dollar promotion going. It's going to be over this week. You want to save? You want to make 20 or 30% on your money? Come over, check it out. Steve's got 3 master traders coming up. That was in person. If you do happen to buy the Tiger Dollars, you get my master trader for 3. So the bottom line is that you can get 3 great days. You can save. You can make 20 to 30%. In Steve's, you're also getting
3 months.
3 months of the newsletter.
Yep.
But you're getting
great education.
Huge education.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. Yeah. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses out there, we get the Dow right now down 63. NASDAQ off 16, S&P's off 6.5. Gold down to 9.40. Silver off 40 cents. Platinum down $40. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. And, folks, depending where you are in the good old USA, if you do have business talk radio in your market, what you'll see this afternoon is that I just did a distribution deal with them. They're going to be distributing my show in the afternoon, 4 to 6. So, you know, if you have them out there, you can tune that radio in there.
Which is potentially how many stations?
It's really hard to tell. Yeah. You know, they have a lot of stations, but it has to do with the local stations. Are they picking that up or not? And I'm not sure yet. That's what so just so you can understand how the company, we have our own syndication, and you know, of course, we own all the shows, and we send them out. Right. So we're allowing them to send, you know, this out too, which is great. So I mean, the more the better. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, could be a big day.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get more Tigers and Tigresses this afternoon. That's right.
We'll have to be tuning in because potentially quite a few stations.
Yes.
Right.
So no, there's a huge amount of stations out there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always tough. What gets interesting in this business, folks, it's always tough. Nailing down, though, who's picking up the satellite. Some people will sign the affidavits, others won't. Yeah. And it's like, you're not going to say, well, no, you don't pick up the state.
Yeah, you know what's great is that I mentioned earlier during the 9 o'clock show that, you know, one of the questions that you ask at some point in time during your hour and a half, right? You know, is how many folks are watching us on Tiger TV. And yes. It's almost like the entire crowd.
Totally, which is just dynamite. Yeah. Yeah, no, if you haven't watched Tiger TV, folks, check it out. You know, and you can bring it wherever you want to go. I mean, and you know, things are changing very quickly in that whole TV land too.
Yeah.
Because that, I'll tell you that the Samsung TVs right now, but folks still don't really understand how to use them, but that the internet is insane. I have Google TV, which is insane.
Yes.
Same deal, though. And I think Apple very well may be the game changer again. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
You know, if Apple comes out, the full integration is there. You know, you have your iPhone. Angie has the iPhone. You just turn it on, hit it, makes a difference. No doubt about it.
Yeah. So if they come out and you say you think that's Wednesday when the announcement.
I believe. Let's see. Someone can give us some help. Here I can. In the den. I believe the next announcement on the iPad will it be iPad 4?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, so just an iPad announcement.
Yeah, right.
I see.
The TV is not going to be out for a while.
Got it. Okay. That was the TV deal.
Yeah, and I mean, if I was Apple, what they have to do ASAP is get a settlement March 7th. Yeah, thanks, Kip. So it's March 7th. It is coming out. But if I was Apple, they got to get a deal with these folks in China ASAP about that iPad.
Okay.
Because you know what's going on. Now check this out. Behind that deal, if you want to know, folks, why this could even go so far, the bottom line is that company actually did have the rights in China. This is not something. And what ended up happening is that Apple dealt with one of the subsidiaries.
Yeah.
And they had already moved the patent out of the subsidiary. So Apple bought something they thought they bought off a subsidiary that didn't own it anymore.
Oh, no kidding.
So Apple is saying, hey, we bought that there.
Yeah.
The company's saying, well, they didn't own it anymore. We shifted it over here. Now, that wouldn't be that, when I first look at it, I says, okay, that wouldn't be that important. But you get to follow the money. Do you know what the money is behind this company?
No.
The Bank of China.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Folks, the Bank of China is the government. That's a problem for Apple.
Yeah.
That's not. This is supposedly, yes, a public company, but the bottom line is that the Bank of China is the one that's behind it, and that's problematic, big time. It's like, okay, so how much are you going to give up? Who knows? Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses. You stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then let's see, what day is it? Monday.
Yeah, Larry, we go out to Tucson for Larry.
Go out to Tucson for Larry.
Back here with David.
Back here at 3 to 6.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Tiger Dollar promotion, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one.